it's Manda, and I'm coming to you with another Swatches with Friends because I have some inks from some pen friends. Well, actually, like one pen friend that mailed it to me, and one pen friend that I stole some ink from, and then an ink that I showed you previously that I haven't swatched yet. So it's mostly pen friend swatches though, so we're just gonna call it Swatches with Friends, even though we're adding a couple extra little things to it. But yeah, so these are Swatches with Friends featuring pen friend Robert. So pen friend Robert has sent me 6 inks to play with today, and I went ahead and removed the address on the label. It was blacked out, but depending on how the light hit it, you could still kind of see what it said. So I went ahead and ripped it off because I don't want to give out somebody's address on the internet. So that's what I went ahead and did. So first up, we have Pen BBS Burning of the White House. This is an ink that I have seen on Creepy Nibs' channel. I believe that he has, I don't know if he has a bottle or a sample. I don't remember. I just know that I've seen it on his channel. So if I can find that video where he did it, I'll link it up there. And okay, sorry about the weird like pause. If there is one, I had to cut out a sneezing fit. So so next up, I'm very allergy-y today. It was really windy the last few days, and I had to go to work yesterday, and I had to go to work this morning, and it's I'm like so like allergy-y. I took my allergy meds, but they are not helping today. But yeah, so we have also Robert Oster black and I think it's black and blue, which I think is supposed to be a shimmer ink. I don't see any shimmer, but I've been like rolling this around, so maybe I have mixed it up. So we shall see. We shall see. And then we have, this one's crazy. This is Kala. I think it's like from their 80s series or whatever, and it's called Dude, and it's like this opaque neon blue ink that I'm pretty interested to see what that looks like. And then we have Diamine Registrar's Blue Black, which looks like a really pretty blue black. We have Diamine Green Black, which looks like a really pretty dark green. And then we have Leonardo Official Italiano Forest Green, which looks like a very pretty green. And I know that it's a very pretty green because part of the note was written to me in this, so awesome. And then the 2 inks that I stole from a pen friend are some Kala Nostalgia inks. So we have Kala Nostalgia Ocean Breeze and Kala Nostalgia Winter Dawn. I have already made like cards where I wrote on them, so they do look pretty similar, but also pretty, oh, I have to do my scribbles up here. Also kind of different. They're kind of like a greeny sort of color. This one looks like it's a little darker and a little more blue leaning, and this one looks like it's a little more green leaning and a little lighter. So we'll see what they look like in the swatches. I didn't have time or feel like swatching the inks when I took the samples before I mailed them off. So yeah, so I'm gonna do those since I'm here doing swatches. And then I have my Callifolio. I put my Callifolio Olivastre, which was the olive green color, into this bottle. This is an empty, this is an empty Aurora ink bottle, just their standard bottle, not the 100th anniversary bottle. And so I just filled it up, and this is a 45 ml bottle, and the ink pouch goes like right to the top of where this part's set. It's not filled up to the top like a Noodler's bottle, but it goes right up to like the top edge of the flat part. So this is a pretty full bottle of ink. Yeah, so if you ever need an empty ink bottle, the pouches are 50 mils, so I would get at least a 50 mil. My Andronopal is in a Diamine Shimmertastic bottle. It's only a couple of dollars for the empty bottle if you can find it. I have seen empty ink bottles for like $1, but I don't remember if the size worked. I got this from Van Ness, but you can get it anywhere people do ink samples because they'll sell the ink bottles, and it's pretty affordable. So yeah, so you can get let's see, where is I haven't depouched my Andronopal yet because my bottle won't fit it yet. It's almost empty, but not quite empty enough. So this is a 50 ml pouch. This is a 45 ml bottle. I was able to make it work. So So yeah, and then my other one is in a shimmer tastic bottle, which you'll see later. But yeah, if you get the pouch, this is $9, and an ink bottle. I looked at Van Ness when I was on there for something else, but no buy. I didn't buy anything. In case you're wondering, I was just doing some research. You can get the empty ink bottle like this for I think $2. So this is $11 total, which is still cheaper than buying it already bottled. I think the bottles that it comes in are the pie wedge bottles, and those are 40 ml. So, you know, still really affordable. And also, if you end up using the whole bottle of ink and need to buy it, then you just need to spend $5 or $9 on the pouch, like I did for the Andrew notebook, because I already have a bottle. So it's not like you have to buy a bottle every time, because you could just reuse the one that you have if you want to. So yeah, so really affordable. I would like to play with more Callifolio inks. I think I have a few samples, or I've had a few samples. Obviously that won't be anytime in July because it's no buy July, but maybe something to look at in August or September or October or later in the year. So, or next year, who knows? I've got enough ink that I don't need to get any ink. So, so yeah, so I just wanted to revisit this because we're going to look at this ink later. And after we swatch these videos, I've gone on for 7 minutes and haven't like swatched a single ink. Are you kidding me? So I'm feeling chatty today, I guess. Yeah, and then after I do these ink swatches, we're going to go on a small field trip to my ink cabinet, and we're going to show you kind of what's going on over there, because that's going to be the subject of a future video. Perhaps. It will be multiple videos, I can promise you that. So anyway, let's get going. All right, pen friend Robert, thank you so much for sending these inks. I'm super looking forward to playing with them. I'm going to do this one last, I think, because it's opaque, and I don't know. The only experience I have with opaque inks like this is Noodlers, and so I'm just going to leave this one till the end because I don't know how that's going to react. So we're going to start with this one, and I'm actually going to, I'm so sniffly, I'm going to actually put you on hold. All right, so we are going to start with this one. It's Leonardo Officina Italiano. I'm saying that incorrectly for sure. And this is the forest green, which is their pretty green color. I have never used Leonardo inks or pens. Some of the pens are really pretty though, but I have not jumped down that rabbit hole yet. Oh, let's get our kitty cat. The ink looks like it totally flows really well. It just comes off the nib. Let's see if I have enough to do this part. Cloth because I have too much on the. Okay, so these are from pen friend Robert. This is a very pretty green. I'm just gonna write forest green. Come on. I probably should have re-dipped, but I did not, so that's my bad. Yeah, that ink is super flowy. It comes right off. I wonder if that means it will be easy to clean out of a pen. I would hope so, because it's a pen brand ink. Just pull that down a little bit. Very pretty. I'll let that drip a little bit. I didn't get too much on, but I like how they look when I have a little too much on. So there you go. That is not showing up at all correctly, but it's pretty. So that's that one. Then we're gonna go with, oh wait, there's another green, so I'll go ahead and do Diamond Green Black. Ooh, look at that. Really super dark. That's awesome. Very pretty. It'll be interesting to compare that to Diamine Deep Dark Green, because it's pretty dark. Well, I mean, it's the same brand, but the other one is the Cult Pens exclusive. Deep Dark Green is the Cult Pens exclusive, and then this is Green Black, which seems like it's super dark. It almost looks just black. Green Black is the perfect name for this. It kind of looks like dark green, like the base color of Robert Oster Rose Schwartz. I was taking German via Duolingo for a while earlier in quarantine, but have since abandoned that, to the point where Duolingo was sending me like guilt trip emails and like notifications and stuff, but it only takes a few minutes, but I just have not been in the space for it. Work's been busy, and then 30 Inks kind of like took over my life, so. Oh, I saw it. I saw the shimmer. It's blue shimmer. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, so we're gonna do this one because it's not a shimmer, and then we'll do the shimmers, and then we'll do the crazy neon one, and then we'll go on with the rest of them. That sounds like a plan. That sounds like a plan. Stan? Is anybody here named Stan? I don't think anybody's named. Well, I mean, not that nobody's named Stan, but nobody in the comments has been named Stan. Ooh, that's a pretty blue. Okay, this is Diamine Registrar's Blue Black. It doesn't seem like super blue, like what I consider a blue black. It looks like it's a really nice darker blue though. Very pretty. Very pretty. That's a really nice blue. I wonder if it's REGISTRAR'S, or I wonder if that means it's like got some sort of like water resistance to it. Nice. It's showing up a little darker on my phone, but yeah, it's pretty. All right, excuse me. Then we're gonna go with, oh, which one do I do? They're both, oh, that's pretty. See, did you see that? And this one has gold in it. I'm gonna do this one. This is Robert Oster Black and Blue. Actually, I'm gonna wait because I know that I'm gonna have to shake it up a couple times, so let me get my card. I almost got my paintbrush to dip into that. That would be a really interesting writing sample. Okay. We'll see if some of the shimmer shows up in the text. Or in the scribble. Sometimes if it doesn't show up in the text, I can get it in the scribble. But we'll see. And let me close this up and shake it up again. Because I want to get maximum shimmer. Maximum shimmage. That is awful. Pretend I never said that. We are never going to revisit that again. I've had a couple of those lately where I'm just like, we're just gonna pretend that never happened. And yeah, we're just gonna move on with life. Look, that's a really pretty black. I feel like I need to get a little more just to like really mix it up, mixing it up, get a bunch of shimmer, get a bunch of shimmer. Oh, I can already see, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but I can already see like right here some of the blue coming out. That's pretty. I'm trying to salvage what I can from the brush, if there's any that I can save without cleaning it up. This one doesn't seem like it's as super shimmery as like rose gilt tint or oh look, oh you can see it right there, and it's doing that like green thing that like Schwartz wrote. Maybe their black is just kind of like a greenish black. Oh, you can see it in the scribble. Oh yeah, even in the text. Oh, this is super pretty. Okay, we'll let it dry some more. It needs more time to dry. And we will go with Pen BBS Burning of the White House. There's a number after it. I can't remember if it's 1814, 1812. Um, 18 something. 1242. No, I'm just kidding. That's not right. Like I can't remember what I ate for lunch today, but I can remember random facts about ink and yarn. This also applies to yarn. We had, when we were at my annual knitting event, Stitches West, well, I mean, it's not my knitting event, but I go every year. We were able to, it's always in February, and so we were able to go this year before, like, everybody went into lockdown. Like, we went to Stitches, and 2 weeks later, everything was shut down. But, we were at my knitting event, and they do, like, a pajama party on one of the nights. And, at the pajama party, they do, like, karaoke and stuff like that, but they'll have, like, some sort of, like, little contest. And, one of the things was like guess the yarn, but you had to guess the yarn from like just like a couple like strands of it. And our table, I don't remember if our table won, but we were really close if we didn't win. And we got as many correct as we did because I knew all the answers. But I had worked with a lot more yarn by at that point. I haven't really knit as much as I was knitting back then, but yeah, it's pretty cool. But like, I'm such a Creepy Nibs stan that if he's like done an ink on his channel, I'm like, oh yeah, you have that, or oh yeah, you have this. And then, but then sometimes like there's one that has been mentioned that I'm like, oh wait, I don't know anything about this. And then I go look and it's like his videos come up and I'm like, are you kidding me? But anyway, but I do remember this one, and I remember it being really pretty. So that's exciting. Oh, you can see that gold shimmer right there. Mix it up. I dipped way too far. That's okay. Look how pretty that is. Looks like it's like a really dark gray, maybe? With this gold shimmer. Seems like it's a pretty dry ink, but maybe it's just my brush being a dork. Very pretty. You can see the shimmer and some of the dry parts. Nice. Pen BBS has great shimmer inks. Okay, I don't know where to put that. Right there. Okay. Sorry, that noise is my work computer. It's going bananas. My email's been quiet all day. And today it is not. So we're going to do Kala. It's Kala Inks, and it's the Dude colorway from their Neon collection. Just making sure I wiped my glass nib off. I say dude all the time, so that's pretty cool. Came off the glass nib pretty good, that's good. My water's pretty green from the first couple inks, so I was washing it off a little extra, but I didn't have to. That's real pretty. It smells kind of like paint, kind of like the new like Rachmaninoff, if you're familiar with that one, or Tchaikovsky. That's just an observation. They smell like paint. They look like paint. But yeah, so we'll see if this dries. So far it looks like it's drying a little better than like the Noodler's version does, but we'll let it go. Yeah, we'll let it go. The Noodler's inks that are opaque like this get like these weird sticky spots, so we'll see. I like this color though, it's really pretty. It's not showing up at all accurate. Is that better? No, that's not good either. Okay, well whatever. That's not good either. I don't have anything gray here. Why don't I have anything gray? Okay, that's fine. Oops. Set this aside right here. Maybe when I show it next to some other things, it'll look a little better. Okay, so next up I'm going to do the, well, since I just ended with a Kala ink, I'm going to do these two Kala inks, and then we'll finish off with my Callifolio ink, and we'll get going. So I have Ocean Breeze, and I have Winter Dawn. So thank you again, pen friend Robert, for sending these lovely inks. I'm excited to play with them, so that's awesome. And yeah, oh, don't fall. Please don't fall. Okay, so we have Ocean Breeze. That's the one I have sitting in front of me, so that's the one I will do. And I don't have to write the name. I just like wasted that. Duh me. Okay. I just need to paint on because I am prepared. Okay. This is Kala Ocean Breeze. These Kala inks are so weird to me because it's looking kind of like greenish brown, And that, like, I would have thought that the Ocean Breeze would be a little more blue. In fact, I think it does look kind of blue on their, like, in their swatches on their, like, materials that come with the ink. So I am gonna write on here that this is from Creepy Nibs, because it's like from Creepy Nibs from me. But yeah, but he let me have some while I had it in my possession, so he didn't have to do that. It just made sense since the inks came to me that I just, oh, look what that's doing. It, like, it's doing that thing like Smoke Noir where it goes on real dark and then dries lighter. Oh, this is gonna be interesting to see later. Okay, set that aside, and then we will go ahead and do Winter Dawn. See how that compares. Looks almost exactly the same. So we'll see what that does as that dries. Oh, I should do my scribbly scribble. It's from Creepy Nibs, Count Chocula. That's kind of doing the similar thing where it went down real dark and it's starting to dry, like lighten up as it dries. That's so weird. Pretty. All right, now last one, and look at it on the paper. It looks almost exactly like they look almost exactly the same on the copy paper. That's so weird. Awesome. So this is what it looks like in the bottle. I don't know if you can tell, but it goes right to the lip. I did take one small little sample out. But yeah, like it's pretty full, so. Wait, oh, where's my card? There's my card. Alright, so just dip. And this is, I got this from Van Ness Pens. It's a bottle or a pouch, but it's in a bottle now, so that's how I'm going to classify it. Just a really pretty dark olive green. Pretty. That's so pretty. I know a pupper who's going to love this ink. That's really pretty. Okay, cool. So I'm going to let this one dry. I think the rest are mostly dry. I'll let this one dry and then we'll come back and I'll show how they look all dried. And that will be super fun. So I'll see you back here in, well, it'll be a second for you. It'll probably be a few minutes for me. But yeah, I shall return. Hi everybody, so we're back to look at our swatches and I was trying to do them in the, oh, okay. was gonna do them on the order received. So we have Leonardo forest green. It's a really pretty bright green. And then we have, then I did Diamond Green Black, which I want to compare to Diamond Deep Dark Green, which I'll do in a second. And then we did, what did we do next? We did Diamond REGISTRAR'S Blue Black. It looks like it darkened a little bit. It's not as light as it was when it was wet, so that's good. It looks a little more blue-black. It's still kind of dark blue, but the darker bits look a little more blue-black. It just looks like a really nice dark blue. So that's really pretty. And then then we moved on to our shimmer ink. I'm excited to see this one. This is Robert Oster Black and Blue, which has the black background picture. You can also, I don't know if you can see it, there's also like a hint of like sheen. It's pretty. And then you have the blue shimmer. That's really pretty. And then we have Pen BBS Burning of the White House, which is really cool. That's a cool ink. That's a cool ink. Pen BBS knows their way around a shimmer ink though. And then we have Call a Neon Dude. Now it's kind of doing that same thing that the Noodler's opaque ones, where it looks like it's wet, but it's not. It's dry. It's not sticky like Noodler's can be, but it does sort of do that same thing if you get a lot in one spot. But yeah, that's really cool. So that's really pretty. And then we have our Call a Nostalgia pigment inks. This is Ocean Breeze, which really doesn't look like an ocean breeze to me, but that's okay. And then Winter Dawn, and here's how these two compare. They're both like this greeny, like this brown sort of color, and this one's lighter and this one's darker. This one, I don't know, yeah, it's weird. I don't know, that's weird to me for some reason. I'm sure there's a reason behind it and I just don't know what it is, but that's that. And then we have Callifolio Olivastre, which is really pretty olive green. So let's go ahead and the ones that I want to compare real fast, well, there's only one that I want to compare real fast, which is Diamond Deep Dark Green. Just for curiosity's sake. I would say they're different. They're definitely different. This seems like a little more like, I want to say brighter, like the green seems brighter. Like if you compare like here and here, this one looks a little more, like a little grayer. Maybe because it has like, I don't know. They're different. They are different. They're really close though. So if you couldn't get your hands on Diamond Deep Dark Green or didn't want to like pay to ship it from overseas. I've never ordered from Cult Pens. I have heard great things about them, but this is a Cult Pens exclusive. So if you didn't want to deal with all that, you could just get green black and be fairly close. Oh, they're pretty. I like it. I like it. Having used this one, I really like this one a lot, but it's Diamine, so you can't really go wrong in my opinion. So that's that. That's awesome. Cool. I think that's all that I wanted to compare it to. I don't think that I had anything else that I really wanted to compare. But yeah, so that's awesome. So thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Robert, for sending these inks. Thank you to my lovely dear friend Count Chocula over at Creepy Nibs for letting me swipe some samples of these, and thank you, Vanessa, for allowing me to buy a pouch of ink. Thank you guys so much for watching, and oh, before